The version of you that got you here can't take you any further. Read that again. If you feel stuck, lost, or quietly disconnected from yourself, this video is for you. Because sometimes growth isn't about adding more. It's about letting something die. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through 9 brutal yet beautiful Stoic truths. Truths that will help you destroy the old you and rise from the ashes. This isn't motivation. It's transformation, and it starts right now. Chapter 1. The shadow called Who I Used to Be. Have you ever woken up, stared into the mirror, and barely recognized the person looking back? Not because your features have changed, but because something within you, your fire, your discipline, your identity feels worn out. What you see isn't your reflection, it's a shadow. A version of you that was supposed to evolve, but didn't. It follows you everywhere, whispering, "Just stay the same, it's safer here." Marcus Aurelius once said, "Stop arguing what a good man should be one." You already know what needs to change. But knowing is never the problem, delaying island. And while the world might not notice, you do. Because nothing hurts more than living each day with a version of yourself you no longer admire. So how do you begin again? Not with motivation, not with some big declaration, but with daily discipline, small, intentional, unshakable. Here are 3 Stoic practices to help rebuild yourself, one day at a time. 1. Morning reflection. What kind of person will I be today? Each morning, ask yourself, what virtues do I want to embody today? Not goals, not tasks, but character, patience, courage, self-control. Write it down, live it out. 2. Voluntary discomfort. Make it hard on purpose. Seneca practiced cold baths and simple meals to train his mind. Do something difficult daily, wake early, skip a comfort, embrace silence. You're not punishing yourself, you're proving you can lead yourself. 3. Evening review. Did I live with virtue? Before sleep, reflect honestly. Where did I react emotionally? Where did I choose discipline over impulse? No judgment, just awareness, and tomorrow, refinement. You don't have to rebuild your life overnight. You just have to stop feeding the version of you that holds you back. When you replace comfort with character, habit with intention, and noise with clarity, you don't just change. You evolve. And that is how the shadow begins to disappear. Chapter 2. Burn the bridge. The necessary brutality of transformation. Transformation isn't elegant. It's not soft, nor sweet, nor poetic. It's violent. It's ugly. It's uncomfortable. It requires you to do what most never dare. Burn the bridge that leads back to who you used to be. In ancient times, generals would burn their ships upon arriving at enemy shores, removing the option of retreat. Victory or death, that was the mindset. And oddly enough, it worked. Because nothing sharpens the mind like the removal of safety, you must do the same. You've tried easing into change. You've tried dipping one foot into the fire while keeping the other in comfort. But healing isn't half-hearted. Growth demands that something within you must die permanently. As Epictetus said, you become what you give your attention to. So long as you leave the back door open, the old self will keep coming home. You have to slam it shut. Let go of the version of you that chases validation. Cut ties with habits that numb rather than sharpen. Silence the inner voice that says, "You'll change someday." No more someday. No more maybe. No more almost. This is the moment. This is where the old road ends. And here's how you reinforce that commitment every single day. 1. The no return list. Write down 5 behaviors, patterns, or people you must leave behind. Not temporarily, forever. Reread this list every morning. Burn it into your mind. 2. Act without permission. Take one bold action each day that your old self would have hesitated on. Say no. Speak up. Begin. Action, not intention, is what reshapes identity. 3. Embrace discomfort without negotiation. Stop explaining your decisions. Stop apologizing for evolving. You don't need approval to grow, only courage to walk alone. Burning the bridge isn't cruelty, it's clarity. It's the line between who you were and who you refuse to be anymore. Because once the old road is gone, you don't wander back. You rise forward. Chapter 3. Walk alone. The power of inner silence. There comes a moment on every path of transformation when you must walk alone. Not because no one cares, but because no one can walk it for you, and in that silence, something terrifying happens. The noise fades, the distractions vanish, and what's left is you, your thoughts, your fears, your truth. At first, you'll mistake it for loneliness, but look closer, it's not isolation, it's self-confrontation. You finally hear your own voice unfiltered, unmasked, and for the first time, you must answer to yourself. Seneca wrote, "A great mind becomes a great refuge, it is never alone." Most people run from solitude. They fear silence because it reveals what noise hides. But the Stoic embraces it because in silence, we sharpen clarity. You don't need more opinions. You don't need more validation. You need stillness to sort what truly matters. This is the paradox. The more you detach from others' expectations, the more deeply you attach to your own integrity. You become grounded, anchored, free. But solitude isn't a feeling, it's a discipline. And like every Stoic discipline, it must be practiced daily. Daily Stoic practices for inner silence. 1. The no input hour. Every day, take 1 hour, no phone, no music, no voices. Just you, a pen, a blank page. Ask, what am I avoiding? Let the answer come from within. 2. Silent observation. Go outside, watch life, move without you. Don't interfere, don't judge. Just observe the way Epictetus taught. Nature gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. 3. Detach from the need to explain. You don't owe the world a story. Every time you feel the urge to explain yourself, pause. Let silence do the talking. That's real power. You'll lose some people on this path, but you'll gain something greater. A deeper connection to yourself, unshaken, undistracted, undeniable. Solitude isn't weakness. It's where warriors sharpen their weapons. And when you walk back into the world, you walk differently. Not louder, but stronger. Chapter 4. Train under fire. Build strength through voluntary hardship. Comfort is seductive. It wraps itself around you like a warm blanket, convincing you that growth can wait. But here's the truth. Nothing grows in comfort. Every ounce of strength you admire in others was forged in fire. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes. The obstacle to our acting, the impediment to action, advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Obstacles aren't interruptions. They're invitations to build resilience, to sharpen identity, to burn the softness out of your character. The Stoics didn't wait for misfortune, they trained for it. They practiced hardship on purpose, because they knew, when the storm hits, it's too late to learn how to swim. You don't become unshakable by accident. You earn it one hard decision at a time. So start choosing discomfort. Walk into challenge instead of away from it. Not to suffer, not to prove, but to train. Daily Stoic practices to build mental strength. 1. Morning cold start. Begin your day with one act of discomfort, a cold shower, a hard workout, waking before the Sunday, not because it feels good, but because you said you would. Consistency under discomfort is how strength is built. 2. The discomfort rehearsal. Pick one small thing each day to say no to sugar, gossip, laziness, scrolling. Every no you say to ease is a yes to power. Seneca trained himself with poverty drills so he wouldn't fear losing anything. 3. Write your resistance. Each time you avoid something difficult, pause and write, what am I avoiding and who benefits from me avoiding it? Bring the avoidance into the light. That's where control begins. The goal isn't to live in pain. It's to stop being owned by your comfort, because life won't go easier. The world won't soften its blows. But you can become harder to break. Train under fire. So when the real storms come, you don't collapse. You stand still, like a true Stoic. Forged, grounded, ready. Chapter 5. Rewire your mind. Break the old code, install the new self. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who decides which thoughts get to stay. But most people never question the code running in their mind. They live in loop spheres inherited from childhood, beliefs passed down by others, reactions shaped by trauma. You weren't born with self-doubt. You were taught it. You weren't born lazy, distracted, or anxious. Those were installed by repetition, by culture, by survival. Now ask yourself, who's writing your code, and when was the last time you updated it? Epictetus taught, we are disturbed not by things, but by the views which we take of things. In other words, it's not the event, it's the interpretation. And interpretations can be changed. That's your power. So, if your thoughts no longer serve you, you must challenge them, interrupt them, replace them with deliberate philosophy. Not toxic positivity, but rational, tested, intentional thought. Because if you don't write your inner code, someone else will, and chances are they already have. Daily Stoic practices to rewire the mind. 1. Thought Audit Journal. Each night, write down the strongest thought that dominated your day. Then ask, is this true? Is it useful? Would a Stoic believe this? Don't believe everything you think. Interrogate your thoughts. 2. Install the virtue filter. Before reacting to anything, pause and ask, what would courage do? What would wisdom say? What would self-control choose? This turns every challenge into a chance to practice philosophy, not emotion. 3. Visualize the rational response. Each morning, picture a difficult situation you may face today. Now rehearse, how will I respond, not react? This is premeditatio malorum, the Stoic technique of preparing the mind for adversity. Your brain isn't a cage, it's a forge. And every disciplined thought is a hammer blow, shaping the steel of who you're becoming. Reprogram your mind, not to feel better, but to be better, not for applause, but for peace. Chapter 6. Cut the cord, protect your energy, choose your influence. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not every voice deserves space in your mind. Yet most people spend their lives leaking energy trying to please, explain, impress, defend, and then wonder why they feel exhausted, anxious, disconnected from themselves. You can't build the new you while staying entangled with the old world. Some connections must be cut not out of anger, but out of clarity. Seneca wrote, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. That's not arrogance, it's self-respect. If someone pulls you away from discipline, drains your focus, or feeds your vices, they are not neutral. They are a distraction in disguise. And the most dangerous toxins aren't always loud. Sometimes they smile. Sometimes they love you. But they keep you small. Let's be clear. You don't need to hate anyone. You don't need to make a scene. You just need to cut the energetic cord and reclaim your space. Because every minute you spend explaining yourself to someone who doesn't want to understand is a minute stolen from your future self. Daily Stoic practices to protect your energy. 1. The influence inventory. Each Sunday, write a list of the 5 people, habits, or sources you give the most attention to. Then ask, do these make me stronger, clearer, calmer, or weaker, distracted, reactive? Adjust accordingly. 2. The power pause. Before responding to messages, invites, or demands, take 3 seconds and ask, is this necessary? Does this align with my values? Don't trade your time for validation. 3. Create invisible boundaries. You don't need to announce your evolution. Simply remove yourself from toxic circles. Silence, distance, and stillness are boundary enough. Stoicism isn't about building walls. It's about building filters, so that only what's worthy enters your mind and your life. Cut what weakens you. Not later, not someday. Now, because protecting your peace is not selfish. It's essential. Chapter 7. Build the system. Discipline over motivation. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Everyone wants to change, but few are willing to build a life that makes change inevitable. Because motivation is a spark, but discipline is the engine. Motivation fades when it rains. When you're tired, when no one is watching, discipline, it doesn't care. It shows up regardless. Marcus Aurelius never waited for the right mood to act. He simply reminded himself, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. That's Stoicism. You don't chase feelings. You choose duty. You need a system, a structure that supports your higher self, even on your worst days. Because the enemy isn't chaos. It's inconsistency. And the cure is ritual. When you build strong habits, your life becomes lighter, not heavier. You don't have to decide everything. You just do what needs to be done. You don't hope for strength. You schedule it. Daily Stoic practices to build your discipline system. 1. Define your daily anchors. Pick 3 non-negotiable actions you'll complete every single day, no matter what. For example, wake up at 6 a.m. Write for 30 minutes. Reflect before sleep. These become your anchors when life shakes, they hold you still. 2. Use time blocks, not to-do lists. Create structure. From 7-9 a.m. equals deep work. 10-11 a.m. equals reading. Even your rest should be scheduled so it's earned, not escaped into. 3. Track the chain. Each day you stick to your system, mark an X on your calendar. The goal: never break the chain. This visual proof keeps your commitment alive even when you don't feel like it. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer decisions. And once your system is stronger than your excuses, you become unstoppable, not because you're always inspired, but because you no longer wait to be. Chapter 8. Master the storm. Control emotion before it controls you. The true battle is not outside you. It's within, where your emotions rise like storms, demanding attention, reaction, chaos. And if you don't learn to master them, they will master you. Epictetus once warned, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Let that sink in. Every time you lose control, yell, panic, lash out, you hand your power to someone else. That's not freedom. That's emotional slavery. But here's the truth. Emotions aren't your enemy. They're messengers, warnings. What destroys us is not emotion, it's untrained reaction. The Stoic doesn't suppress emotion. He pauses, observes, and responds with intention. Between stimulus and response is a gap. And in that gap lies your power. The world will provoke you. People will offend you. Life will disappoint you. But your job isn't to erase emotion. Your job is to remain unmoved by it, like the deep ocean beneath surface waves. Still, present, unshakable. Daily Stoic practices to train emotional control. 1. The pause ritual. Whenever a strong emotion rises, anger, fear, hurt, pause. Take 3 deep breaths. Say to yourself, this is a test, not a threat. Create distance, and in that space, choose your response. 2. The 24-hour rule. Never respond to emotional triggers immediately, especially messages or decisions. Give yourself 1 day. Let time clarify what emotion distorts. 3. Evening debrief. Each night ask, where did I lose my center today? What triggered me? Why? Write it down. No judgment. Just awareness. Awareness becomes mastery. Remember, the strongest person in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who remains calm when everyone else loses control. You can't stop the waves, but you can become the stillness beneath them. This is how you protect your mind. This is how you protect your peace. Chapter 9. Rise from the ashes. Become the one you were meant to be. Rebirth is never clean. It's not a cinematic transformation, with music swelling and people clapping. It's quiet, private, violent, like a phoenix burning in silence before it flies. You've destroyed the old self. You've walked alone. You've trained under fire. You've rewired your mind and mastered your emotions. Now comes the hardest part. To stay there. To remain committed to this new version of you, not just for a week, but for life. Because the old self will whisper, "Come back." Comfort will tempt. Distraction will knock. But you've tasted clarity now. You've glimpsed who you can become. And there's no turning back. Seneca wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This isn't the end. This is the real beginning. Not of a trend, not of hype, but of a disciplined, grounded, invincible self forged from pain, shaped by choice. Your rebirth won't be loud. It will be in the way you walk, the way you no longer explain, the peace behind your eyes, the quiet strength in your decisions. You've earned this version of you. Now build a life that honors it. Daily Stoic practices to anchor the new self. 1. Morning identity reaffirmation. Each morning declare out loud or write, "Today I live from clarity. I do not return to who I outgrew." This keeps your direction clear, especially when the mind wanders. 2. Live one virtue per day. Choose one virtue, courage, temperance, wisdom, justice, and embody it fully. Let your entire day revolve around it. This is Stoicism in action, not theory. 3. Protect the temple. Your mind is now a temple. Protect its peace. Limit toxic media, decline draining conversations. Guard your new foundation like it's sacred because it's island. No one will ever truly see how hard this journey was, but you will feel it in every moment of stillness. In every decision made without fear. In every sunrise met with discipline instead of doubt. You didn't just rebuild yourself. You became yourself. Welcome home. Conclusion. Don't wait to be saved. Save yourself. If you're still waiting for someone to pull you out of exhaustion, chaos, or darkness, stop. No one is coming. And that's the good news. Because you don't need anyone else to begin, only yourself. Stoicism never promised ease. It promised strength. The kind of strength that walks through fire and doesn't flinch. Burn the old self. And from the ashes rise not as who you were, but as who you chose to become. If you're ready, drop a comment. I choose rebirth. And if this message spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe to The Stoic Habit. Your journey has just begun.